Do you feel like there is too little time to do the things that actually matters to your life? Too little time to be with your kids and your family. Too little time for recovery. Too little time to actually be present in the moment. And have you been trying so hard to manifest your dream, to try to create the life that you want? You always get this nagging like whip on your back, like, yeah, and here is all the musts, and you pretty much feel imprisoned by not having the time.
Forgot that creation only happens where
to live your life, because that is what it actually really boils down to. I often think to myself, when I die, the way that I have lived, when a week goes by, a month goes by, one year goes by, and suddenly my kids have turned 10 years older, I've turned older. And this is not about aging. It's not, I have no trouble with that, but more, where did the time go? When was I present? I remember, highs and lows, and I have created memories, but the sensation of not living in the now. And the power of manifestation. You know how to apply different techniques or teachings. You know that you need to move over to the high vibrant frequency, to focus on the good, to take command over your mind, to think thoughts that support you, to feel good daily. But when will you have the time to do so? If this is you, I can really relate. I remember when I were writing my journal, and that was the time when I felt the most happy throughout the day, when I could be alone. It was not about being alone, but where I can actually be in my inner world, my real world. I felt alive. I felt all the endless possibilities. Yeah, I have manifested incredible things, and I guess you have too. But in terms of manifesting that dream life where we feel abundance, when it comes to, whatever currency we currently are enjoying, if it's money or abundance of beautiful location, and we want a rich life in terms of exploring different destinations. We want a rich life in terms of spending it with people, with other souls that we have so dear to us. But the reason why we cannot manifest that or struggle with manifesting that boils down to, let me check my notes. Yeah, boils down to this concept called time and trying too hard. And those two combined is not that will set up us for success. The sense that we are lacking time, that is kind of irony. I mean, as long as we are here, we have the infinite. We have access to the infinite. And yeah, we use the concept of time to be able to coordinate our work. You and I want to meet up on Friday, so when is the time? But the idea of doing the most of our time, that is both points towards some value, but also not. The idea of constantly be doing for the sake of doing. When we don't feel like we are chased by all these so-called musts, we have this conditioned idea that, okay, now it's time available. I rather do something with it, something valuable. But what you really should do, or would feel good doing, is to just take that given moment. Every moment is given, but take that given moment and remember, you have access to everything and anything, but only through the present moment. When you leave your intellect and all the programs that is running you and open the portal to the infinite. Yeah, and then we have the grind, the idea. We are so conditioned to think no pain, no gain. And I am a criminal in this as well. I remember for so many times that the idea of something came easily to me, it wasn't worth anything. And when I really did struggle and hated what I did, feeling proud after achieving a challenge, that is awesome. But to think that the struggle itself is what will make it valuable. If you are going through a struggle and you try so hard and you actually pass through the finish line and achieve something, that is awesome, and that can be so valuable. It is valuable because how the way you feel now, you feel good about yourself, you feel proud, you feel positive emotions. But the struggle and pain, the grind itself, is not what determines the value. It can be valuable when you teach others or guide others, like, okay, I know the struggle, so I know the shortcuts. But that is not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about the confusion of valuable equals pain. And I think that reveals for many of us the conflicting programs in our subconscious. When I bet you can relate to this, when you have done something that comes so naturally for you, something that you enjoy, or it just comes natural. Maybe you helped a friend, coaching her to think in a more serving way, or helping your neighbor to switch a flat tire, or painting your best friend's wall. I don't know. And you do it because for the sake of you want to serve, but also it's so easy for you. You probably don't even think about it, or it actually excites you even a little bit. And then when someone says, I'm so grateful, thank you so much. And we're like, what? That was nothing. We think that making somebody else super happy is not giving service just because it came easy to us. And that, I think, is an extension that is a blockage when we try to manifest abundance, the joy, the goals, the destinations we want to reach. If we don't understand that the path there should be effortless. Effortless doesn't mean the same as no investment. You need to invest energy, and that could be time, that could be money, that is focus. Focus is energy, but you need to enjoy it. You need to vibrate on a high frequency so that you will attract it effortlessly. And this is my key, how should I put it? My key proof that I am on the wrong track. When I want something, I'm super excited and I start to create whatever it is that I want. And then I start to feel like this, negative emotion regarding it. Like, I need this, but what if it doesn't work? It takes too long. That is a sign that I have not, but my intellect has taken over the years again. And that is also a sign that I am rejecting the very thing that I want. The very thing that I want is not the actual image of it. It's not the actual $1 million or dream house or dream car or dream destination. It's a feeling. And the feeling have different images depending on where we're at different stages of our life. And when we get so obsessed about a specific image, thinking that the image itself is where the happiness lies, we are not postponing happiness because it's always present, but we are blocking it. We need to tap into the happiness already and ever resides within ourselves in order to match the frequency where we have created an image. How should we put it? Extension and an expression of the happiness already within us. So, a quick little solution to all of this. Calming down. We think we are wasting time when we're not doing, but we are wasting this so-called time doing things that doesn't align. It doesn't feel good. And the only way around that, I think, is to slow down, to understand that there is nothing good in doing just for the sake of the doing, and you don't need more time. You need to be intentional through the power of recognizing that your true assets come through the portal of the present moment. If this made sense or pointed you inwards and you felt something, subscribe to the channel and let me know what resonated. And if it didn't, if you feel like you didn't understand something, feel free to reach out. I would love to hear your thoughts so that I could serve you the best way that I can. Hope to see you in the next episode.
So many worlds asking to be born. So many